Hi, Shirley.
Hi.
Thanks
Nice
very
to
much
see
for
you, Andy.
taking the thanks so much for taking the time to join me today.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to be here.
You've obviously seen maybe one or two of these others that I've filmed. You know the routine. There are 4 questions that I'm going to be asking you. But to begin with, can you introduce yourself, please?
Well, my name is Shirley Powell. I am the founder of an organisation called Your Life in Your Hands. It's a health and wellbeing service in Suffolk. It's a mobile service, and what I do is I actually go and see people in their homes and provide health and wellbeing services, which is screening for diabetes, cholesterol, cardiovascular disease. I'm also a registered nurse of 36 years, and I've worked around Suffolk, most of the GP practices. I'm an author, and I'm also a pastor.
Wow.
So I wear many hats.
You do. Not many left on anyone's. There aren't any others there, are there? I mean, you're doing everything.
I'm also a volunteer to several community groups, but I'll tell you about that later as we talk.
Thank you. Please do. This is brilliant. This is going to be really good. So Shirley, the first question is how are you looking after yourself during the pandemic, and if you have a responsibility for others in your work or your volunteering or as a pastor, how do you try and look after others?
Well, if do you want me to talk about the ministry side first or my business side?
I really don't mind.
Okay, I'll talk from the ministry side first. As a pastor, with my members, because we can't meet at our place of worship, every Sunday we have a service online, and every Thursday we have a prayer meeting between 11:30 and 1. So all members are invited to come and join in that service on a call. It's a free on-call line where people can phone in, they can tell us what their prayer requests are, and we pray for the members. And I also do a chat, a sort of a little call with them throughout the week to chat to see how they're getting on, or leave it open that they can also call me. So that's one of the things. We also have a WhatsApp group. So every day I post in that WhatsApp group, encouraging messages, motivating messages to keep everybody motivated. And because we see each other quite regularly on a Sunday, we have the opportunity after our services to open up the mic. I call it open up the mic session, and allows everybody to talk about what they thought about the service, if they've got any comments before we come offline. So that's what I do with my members. They're well supported in that way, and they know that they can approach me at any time. And also there are other people as well that join us who have seen us, our Facebook page on, and they will send a message through, and we will pray for them as well. So we've since been online, we've had a lot more communication from people outside who've come in and said, you know, can you pray for us, or can you call me for a chat? I'm feeling lonely, I'm feeling isolated. So I will call and I will pray with people, talk to them, encourage them if they want prayer. If they don't want prayer and they just want to chat, I just call up and chat with them, which is useful for them. And I always make them laugh, because you know me, I like to laugh. So I have a little chat with them. But in the business now, on my business side, because of COVID, I haven't been able to meet with a lot of my clients face to face, because you know, a lot of people are not wanting you to come into their homes anyway, even though I am seen as frontline staff as a nurse. I have actually, when we had the lockdown, the second lockdown, before the second lockdown, I was able to have a period in September where I offered free services to the Bangladesh and Asian community, and I went and done some health screening with their staff at their base of their office, and I was able to see, I think it was about between 20 and 25 people, some who I actually went off and saw in their homes who wanted me to come in and do one. You know, if you do one, the partner wants it, so you end up doing 2 lots. And I was screening them for diabetes and cholesterol, because they were the main things that people were concerned about. They couldn't get a GP appointment, so they wanted a health professional that they could engage with, who'd be able to deliver the health checks to them. So I offered that as a free service, but my service, because it's a non-profit organisation and we're a social enterprise, we charge, but what we do is what goes in goes back in to serve the community. And one of the things that I've always wanted to do as the founder is to support vulnerable vulnerable communities such as the homeless and anybody who can't afford. So anybody who wanted to have one and just couldn't afford it, I would still do it. But I've also sought funding from other organisations to try and fund our organisation to help us to build it up, to keep us going and sustaining. So that in that respect, that's how I've done it. And because it's just me mainly and people who I actually get who come in to support me with like business support, social media support, marketing support, I meet and discuss with them regularly about what I'm going to put out there, but I don't necessarily employ them. So I just I just pay for them as they do the work, like my accountant and things like that. So we talk regularly, and me in my business, because the entrepreneur journey can be quite lonely sometimes, and especially as a small business and not getting much support in terms of finances from the government, because I don't fit into that category. I tend to join a lot of groups, and I'm in a group called Global Women. I've got some fantastic, amazing women, and actually share ideas, and we actually do events and, you know, attend master classes, and really just developed myself to be the best I can be to be able to deliver those services out there. I also am on social media where I post about health, how you can look after your health, how you can self-care, because I think at this time it's so important for people to self-care, boost their immune systems, particularly with the coronavirus, as you know, at the moment. So I share a lot of information about how people can boost their immunity, make sure they eat well, sleep well, and obviously just share information about general information about health.
How do you look after yourself, Shirley?
With me, because of my faith, I pray a lot, I meditate, I take time out and have some peaceful times. I do, you know, because everybody has it subconsciously, you might be thinking about finances if it's not coming in. But I'm quite creative. So what I tend to do is in May, because I had an issue where there wasn't any money coming in, because I'm a nurse, I was able to go and work freelance with other agencies to be able to work, but that doesn't come every day. So I also became a consultant in partnership with a company called Magnetic Wellness, and was able to sell magnetic products which would help people, and really complemented my business, who were going through pain and had other ailments that they were concerned about. And so it's an alternative route to taking medication, but having something that can help them through pain. So that's what I did. In order to keep me at peace, it's my faith, it's my what can I say, engaging with people, laughing every day. I like to laugh, and really just you know, look after my mental health, because I think that is the thing where people can fall down on. And I try and go for walks when I can, and, you know, just to clear your mind. I think it's really important to get keep your mental health and mindset in check.
Yeah. No, your laughter is infectious, actually. By the way, you've covered the second question, so I'm going to go to the third question now, okay, which is what are your messages about how people can look after themselves during this pandemic?
Well, as my whole business and my mission, I should say, my mission statement is to live and stay well. That is my mission statement. And I think that having been in the lockdown, a lot of people have had to kind of take on self-care, because they haven't been able to get to the dentist, they haven't been able to get to the GP, they haven't been able to get regular things that they would like to in terms of their health, like to chiropractor, physio, so readily because of that. So I'm also about actually looking at how people can take control of their own health, look after their health, and things that they can do, alternative remedies they can use, and look after health to boost their immune system. I always stress, get enough sleep. It's really important to sleep, because people underestimate the importance of sleep, because when you sleep, your body, what's happening is your body is detoxifying, and also your liver is, you know, your liver is actually working. A period between 11 and 1 is a period where things start to happen. Your lungs, your liver, all of that detoxifies. So I always stress people should get enough sleep. I don't always do. I'm guilty of it sometimes. But I think that, you know, because a lot of people at home, they're on their Zoom, they're on their phones all the time, is to try and get time to wind down and time to be still. Trying to find some time in the day to just be still, reflect and meditate. And they might not be a Christian, they might be somebody who they've got some kind of belief, or they believe in the universe or law of attraction or whatever it is, but find some time to just be still and just reflect on where they're at and what they want to do, because you can't keep going and being busy, because it'll impact your own health. And I always look after people and look after them holistically, because I think if you're not sleeping well, if you're not eating well, if you're not drinking well, all of that is going to have an impact on your mental health as well. So physical, mental, social, all of that. And have fun. To me, I love to have fun. And at Christmas, my little cousin introduced me to Snapchat. I'd never used it before, and it was so funny. And she put me on there with a funny face, and I was going, and there
are apps that can do that.
Yes, there are. But I think it's good. It's just to have fun. I know that it can be kind of, a lot of death, a lot of sadness, a lot of doom and gloom in the thing. And if you find that you're getting too caught up with the news and how many people are dying, I don't put the TV on. I don't put the TV on at all. And also just shine your light and find some time to have fun. Have fun. If you're having fun with your children or that during the day, have some exercise, and just do all those things that's going to make you feel happy and not focus too much on the bigger picture. I know some of us have had health issues. My brother had coronavirus as well, and I had to isolate and help to look after them from a distance. So we've all got our own areas that we've gone through, and I'm not saying to ignore that, but try and see how you control what you receive from the outer world outside, how you can control how you receive that, and how you let that go into your mind. So look after your mindset, sleep well, eat well, and make sure that you are self-caring, because we can go on all day and not self-care and just carry on with life. And then next thing you know, oh, my heart's gone, or my back's gone, or something's happened because you haven't taken that time out to self-care. And I think if there's anything that 2020 has taught us, it's taught us to slow down and, take care of ourselves.
So fantastic. Thank you for describing all of that. You didn't
Sorry,
even
I probably gabbled on a bit.
No, you didn't at all, but you didn't even mention laughing a lot again. So but you're doing that now. That's fantastic. You're such a my glass is half full person, Shirley, that it's I'm sure it rubs off every time you speak to somebody. So the last question is about the future, really, learning about the past. So what challenges and learning do you think will come from this outbreak, and what do we need to pay attention to going forward?
Oh, wow, that's a big question. I just think what's come out of this is actually caring for each other a bit better, being kinder. And I think the slowing down is actually looking at, when you look at the bigger picture, like looking at the environment, looking at the world, having had this period where we've had cars off the road, and that is kind of given the soil or the ground time to rest in the same as the body and everything. So it's about, I think what we can learn from this is taking time out, not feeling that you have to be rushing around and be busying all the time. So I think it's about being kinder to ourselves, being kinder to the environment that we're living in, and to really look forward to say, well, okay, what can we learn from this and take forward into 2021? I would say that people should still have a vision, still have a goal of what they want to achieve. It might be that they can't travel, but they can still look at something that they want to do, or something that they've always wanted to do, dreamed about doing and wasn't able to do, and take that up. Take up something new, take up a hobby or something, or look at something that you've put aside and said, okay, can I pick this up and run with it? But also be mindful that we might not know what the future holds, and just enjoy the days, each day as it comes, really, and really to make the best of the time that you have with family, with friends, with colleagues, because look what's happened. So many people have passed on. They didn't know this was going to happen. So make the best of time and actually use our time wisely on this earth as we go forward. That's what I would say.
Thank you. Wise words to finish with. Thank you so much, Shirley, for your time and for your thoughts.
I hope that was all right.
More than all right. Oh, absolutely more than all right.